My name is Thomas Salent. I'm from Toulouse and I'm chef of the restaurant Ippon in Marseille.
4 dishes, 1 chef and a bold, seriously tasty style of cooking. You're going to see unusual cuts, slow cooking and a mashup of influences and experiences in every bite. Bonjour Marseille! There's a new chef in town. From Toulouse to Paris, he's now in Marseille as the chef at Ippon.
Wait, Ippon? Sound Japanese, right? But don't let the name fool you. Here tradition is reimagined with a lot of different influences. Let's see what Thomas has in store for us.
We start with Thomas's favorite, a rice soup that's rich and full of flavor. The surprising part? It doesn't need any salt.
You know, in Paris you have a restaurant's name is Gram. The chef made rice soup, but like a Vietnamese soup, I think, because it's white, it's with chicken broth. I love the soup from Gram. And when I come to Mexico, I come in a restaurant in Olbosch, it's an island in Mexico, and I taste lobster soup. Okay, my brain say, okay, the rice soup from Gram and this lobster soup, I think is very good. And now I make this plate every day.
First step, cooking the rice, just like a risotto, but in lobster broth.
I pre-cook the rice. This one is with olive oil, only olive oil for the moment. And after I add lobster soup for pre-cooked, only for 10 minutes.
Then the rice finished cooking in a lobster broth reduction that, after hours of simmering, has become deeply flavorful. Now you understand why no salt is needed, right? Okay, the dish is almost ready. It's time to plate it.
And now you have a rice soup. You add the lime and habanero and ginger, and that's it.
We are starting to get Thomas's style. Simple at first glance, but with bold, rich flavors. This dish bursts with taste. The lobster broth reduction has a salty marine touch. The raw squid brings sweetness, and the lime with habanero introduces South American influences.
A great start! It's always exciting to see how a recipe is born and how different inspirations come together to create something new on the plate.
I think I take inspiration with my holiday in Japan, in Mexico, in Italy, in Spain. I think a lot of Spain inspiration in my cuisine because I live all of my life in Toulouse, near to Spain, and I have a lot of books. I have Instagram too, and you say when I see something, I say, oh, it's very cool idea. I make my own idea with that.
Okay, Thomas lived in Toulouse for a long time, but do you know where he was born? In Normandy. And it's from there that the inspiration for today's second dish comes.
In Normandy, you have a famous dish, it's Tripes à la mode de Caen. I need to make my own version, and I make tripes with a lot of meat juice and Txistorra. Txistorra is from Basque country. In Italy, you eat a lot of tripe.
Yes, we are big fans of tripe too, but how does Thomas cook it? First, the Txistorra gets sliced and thrown into the pan to let its fat melt down.
When it melts, I put in paper and take only the meat, cut the meat, and I put this in the tripes, like a ragu.
Once the Txistorra is ready, it's chopped up and left aside, waiting to be mixed with the tripe.
Is it spicy?
Yes, it's little spicy, but not very. I love when it's more spicy, and it's why in the tripes I add habanero for more spicy, more spicy.
Great, but where's the star of the dish, the tripe? Oh, here it is. Thomas prepared it yesterday because, well, it needs 12 hours of cooking.
love to cook long time. Okay, and you need to cook 12 hours the tripes in beef broth, a lot of meat juice.
After warming up the tripe, it's time to add the Txistorra.
Okay, and now I put more spice.
Just look at the creaminess, we're so ready to dig in. Time to plate and add the finishing touch with pecorino and capers.
Okay, now you have the tripes.
We've just added another piece to the puzzle. Thomas's cooking is all about long, slow processes that bring out deep flavor and a strong identity. The tripe is a perfect example. Salty, creamy, spicy, absolutely delicious.
It's not possible for me to make another job, or I think it's like my personality. I love cook.
It's clear that Thomas loves working with meat. But 2 out of 4 dishes are made with offcuts, those parts that aren't usually used. In this dish, pork ears take the spotlight.
I began to make pig hairs in Arnaud Nicolas in Paris, and I love pig hairs. And I need to mix with Mediterranean ingredients. We use tomatoes, burnt tomatoes. We use aioli, the famous sauce from Marseille. We use anchovy. We have a lot of anchovy in Marseille. I think as I mix all these good ingredients, I can make a good plate.
Yes, Thomas, you can. And guess what? Another slow cook.
We cook them for 12 hours in the oven. With pork fat.
Our chef explained that the fat breaks down the cartilage in the ears, making them tender. But now it needs to be removed. Why? Because it's time to build the terrine, layer by layer.
It's a simple process. Dip the pork ears in some meat juice, then start layering. A little salt goes on each layer. Then you keep going the same way.
I learned that when I work in a salumeria. I worked 5 years as a chef in salumeria.
You learn a lot of things there.
Yes. I learned a lot of things about pork.
You learn how to treat each part of the pork.
Yes.
This part is not very used.
Yes. I work how to make tripes, how to make pig ears, how to make sausage, how to make pâté en croûte, how to make a lot of things. It's a very rich experience for me.
Once the terrine is ready, it's covered with a weight and left in the fridge for 10 hours.
I think it's a very good dish. I love this dish.
Time to plate and taste.
We've had pork ears before, but this version, so soft and packed with flavor, really raised the bar. Thomas clearly knows how to work with meat. The aioli and tomato sauces were amazing and brought the whole dish to another level. Definitely one of our favorites.
We've made it to the final dish, Thomas's homemade pigeon sausage.
I make sausage from 5 years ago. When I work in Arnaud Nicolas too, I learned to make sausage, and I love to make sausage. You know, sausage is from, in France, you say it's saucisse de Toulouse. It's from my city. It's with pork and pigeon, 50%, 50%. We put some spice, the skin of the pigeon inside for more fat and more taste.
We've heard Thomas mention his meat juice a few times, and now we finally get what it really is. Of course, it's another one of his slow preparations. It starts as a broth made with roasted chicken bones, vegetables and spices, and is slowly reduced again and again until it becomes the meat juice.
I think I put this in all of my meat plates. In my vision, we need sauce in all of the plate. I don't think about a plate without sauce. Meat juice is the best sauce ever.
The sausage is cooked and served with sauce, a confit pigeon leg and wild asparagus.
I think it's very good like that. No more stuff inside. It's a very simple dish, but I love it.
Another incredible dish. The sausage was more delicate than we expected, perfectly balanced by the rich sauce.
I think Ippon give me liberty to make what I want. I can cook what I want, when I want, how I want, and it's very important for me. I want to thank Ippon for that, and in the future I think I need to buy my restaurant and continue to cook every day of my life.
Well, Thomas, we can't wait to see you in your own restaurant someday. We'll be keeping an eye on you, curious to see how your ideas evolve into new dishes.